Auticon has celebrated Autistic Pride Day by releasing its 2020 Global Impact Report, which outlines key findings from a survey of its autistic employees. Here to talk to us about the impacts and the benefits of working at Auticon for those who are on the autism spectrum is the CEO, Bodo Mann. Bodo, thanks so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me. Hi, Aaron.
It is such a wonderful service, of course, employing people who are on the autistic spectrum, as we speak about. Talk to us how Auticon actually got started and what the reasons for it were.
Well, it goes back to 2007 when in Germany our founder and entrepreneur, a guy called Dirk Müller-Ramos, was somewhat disheartened about the outlook and the job prospects of autistic adults or young people in general. And so one of his sons was autistic, and he was faced basically with the prospect of like an 85–90% unemployment rate for autistic people in general. And so for those who are actually lucky enough who had a job, were heavily underemployed, and that's still a problem today.
Yeah.
So effectively, he formed a company with a mission to threefold, in fact. I mean, on the one side is creating fulfilling jobs and careers for autistic people, but he also wanted to change the perception in the corporate world that cognitive diversity is not just a right and a good thing to do, but it's actually a commercial thing to do, which actually leads to a high degree of productivity. And lastly, our mission today, thirdly, is as well that we actually delivering high-end IT services and consulting solution.
Fantastic. Now, I'm really interested in the topic of neurodiversity, how it helps to deliver value as well in the IT development process. Talk to us about that.
Yeah, so the challenge a lot of individuals have are certainly not in the area of skills and capabilities. I just lost your image, but hopefully I see it. So effectively, if the various USPs or unique selling propositions which autistic individuals can provide, and if you would basically pinpoint 3 or 4, I would certainly point towards like a high degree of pattern recognition and a natural sense of error detection. There's certainly a high degree or attention to detail, and therefore like delivering a high quality. There's almost like a refreshing and a character building honesty, which can be confronting for people who are not familiar with autism. But it is, I mean, it's beautifully refreshing. And fourthly, I would say there's like the ability to think laterally and truly out of the box. So if you look at those 4 USPs, ultimately they lead to a high degree of productivity, subject to you actually provide the right working environment and you channel that energy.
We talk about the autism spectrum, we talk about highly developed, etc. There are many different terms. What is it that you look for in an employee in particular?
Yeah, no, it's a great question. Because you're right, autism basically can include a whole lot of characteristics. But what we look for is effectively three things. If someone has the ability to think laterally and has an affinity for technology, we would like to talk to someone who is interested. So we put individuals through a structured recruitment process as well, which differs from a traditional recruitment process because it doesn't put as much emphasis on the traditional interviews. But if someone has an interest in technology, someone is genuinely curious about, and we certainly would like to talk to them. Absolutely. Yeah. And so should people be interested, we have our contact details on the website.
Or just tell us what the website is.
It's auticon.com.au, and there are all the information.
Bodo Mann, really appreciate your time today. Thank you so much.
Well, thanks for having me. All the best. Thank you.